Welcome to Your Eye Show, brought to you by DeliverContacts.com. I'm Dr. Ed Wallington, and today's segment is going to be about Acuvue Oasys MAX Multifocal. The Acuvue Oasys MAX Multifocal is a one-day contact lens that was designed for people over 40 who are starting to lose their near focus with their regular contact lenses. This lens also is for people who want the contact lens that's going to not dry out at the end of the day, no matter what their job is, even if they're sitting in front of a computer all day. And as an added bonus, this lens comes with a high-energy visible light blocker as well as a Class 1 UV blocker. This lens also comes in the Acuvue Oasys MAX without the multifocal if you don't need that multifocal. What sets the Oasys MAX multifocal apart from other multifocal contact lenses that are on the market is three innovative designs that Acuvue has put into this contact lens. One, the tear stable technology. Two, the OptiBlue light filter. And three, the pupil optimized design. Let's talk about the tear stable technology first. This lens has a silicone hydrogel matrix and has an embedded wetting agent called PVP that's distributed evenly within the contact lens matrix and on the surface of the lens. PVP is a wetting agent that holds moisture. All right, it holds moisture and keeps the lens lubricated as well. And that's important because it stops the lens from drying out, which is even more important for somebody who's over 40 who has problems of their own with their eyes drying out. The older you get, the drier your eyes get. Matter of fact, the main thing that seems to take my patients out of contact lenses is the fact that their eyes dry out and contact lenses just don't feel comfortable anymore. The next thing that the Acuvue Oasys MAX multifocal does is it blocks the blue end of the spectrum with OptiBlue light filter. The OptiBlue light filter is intended mainly for people who sit in front of the computer because sometimes that blue end of the spectrum is bothersome to certain people. Okay, now don't think that high energy visible blue light is harmful to your eyes, okay? So you're not going to have damage to your eyes like with cataracts or macularization or glaucoma or any blinding disease, okay? Our eyes are designed to absorb blue light. Even the high energy visible light, our eyes are designed not to be harmed from it. All right, but certain people are sensitive to that end of the spectrum. So if you are sensitive to that end of the spectrum, I mean, my first advice to you would be, turn down your computer screens, turn the blue down on your screen, or limit how much time you are on the screen. But that is not always possible. Sometimes we got to sit in front of that computer, and sometimes really to work on that computer, we want that computer nice and bright. It is nice to have a contact lens that'll block that blue end of the spectrum. Matter of fact, the Max blocks 60% of high energy visible blue light, which is way more than anything else that's on the market right now. Another thing that blue light can do sometimes a person's trigger to their migraine is blue light. And if your trigger to a migraine is blue light and you get migraines, boy, oh boy, this is like almost a must for you. Another thing that blue light has been shown to do is limit the depth of sleep. Okay, so it's proven that if we are looking at blue light within an hour before bedtime, we can have a less deep sleep. So if you're somebody who finds yourself, not getting as deep a sleep as you need, or you're the kind of person who likes to look at your phone, right up to the time you go to bed, maybe the blue light blocker in this contact lens can actually help you with that too. The third thing that makes the Max multifocal a special lens is the pupil optimized design. Now, the pupil optimized design isn't new like the tear stable technology and the OptiBlue light filter. The pupil optimized design has been out since 2015 when the Acuvue Oasys 2-week multifocal and the Acuvue Moist multifocal came out. Okay, but both of those designs were such a success that Acuvue realized that they had to put it into this new design, the Acuvue Oasys MAX design, in a multifocal form, because it's the best multifocal design contact lens out there. So why not put it together with the best, most comfortable contact lens that there is out there too? So what is this all about? Right about the age of 40, we start to lose this ability to see up close when we have our far away prescription on. So what happens is that we have this lens in our eye that sits right behind our pupil. And that lens, when you're looking far away, is normally relaxed. When you look up close, you flex your muscles in your eyes called ciliary muscles that sit right behind your iris. And when those ciliary muscles flex, it changes that lens to a round shape. All your life, that lens goes from flat to round, far to near, All right. And this lens, though, right about the age of 40, that lens starts to lose its elastic properties. The proteins start to harden. Matter of fact, between 40 and 53, they go from being completely elastic to as hard as a rock. All right, we all go through this. This is human nature. You can't avoid it. This is gonna happen. Everybody in the world goes through it. When you're corrected for far, if both eyes are corrected for far away, then you're gonna lose your near vision. Okay, that's called presbyopia. In glasses, there's a simple solution. What we do in our glasses is we get our glasses, and on the top part of our glasses, we look through the top part of our glasses when we see far away. Look through the bottom when we see up close. Okay, so there's different zones. Both eyes look through the top for far. Both eyes look through the bottom for near. The glasses don't move, so your eye can look through different parts of the lenses. In contacts, however, a contact sits right over top of your eye. The contact sits right there, so when your eye moves, well, the contact moves with it. So you can't look through the top of the soft contact lens and then the bottom of the soft contact lens. So in other words, the problem with soft contact lens multifocal designs is they have to have distance and near in that little zone right over top of the pupil, right where the light comes in, and it's got to function so that near doesn't bother far and far doesn't bother near. And that's been a problem for many years with the different presbyopia contact lenses out there. Matter of fact, prior to 2015, I did not like to fit contact lenses that were for presbyopia patients. I didn't like those bifocal contact lenses. None of them worked real well. Okay, so when I gave the multifocal contact lenses to my patients, I would say, realize you're going to have to make a big compromise if you really want these contact lenses to work. Okay, it wasn't the greatest thing out there. And it wasn't until 2015 when the Acuvue Oasys 2-week multifocal came out that I completely changed my mind about bifocal contact lenses. Okay, that really revolutionized my thinking for multifocal contact lenses when that lens came out. So now that they're putting this pupil optimized design into the Oasis MAX design lens and making the Oasis MAX multifocal is a good thing. So let me tell you about that pupil optimized design. What makes it special is that, well, when you design a contact lens for somebody, you have to give equal parts for distance and near. All right, so when we look at something up close, our pupils actually get smaller. All right, so you can actually design a contact lens where when the pupil is bigger, you get a lot more distance, but then when the pupil gets smaller, you can kind of make it so that you don't see that distance anymore, and all you do is see near. And that's easy. You can actually do that with certain powers, but the problem is people that have different powers and people that are different ages have different size pupils. All right, most designs of contact lenses have one size, and it's kind of like you get 3 different zones to look through, and they don't change size for regardless of your age or regardless of what power you have. But the cool thing about the pupil optimized design is Acuvue has gone in and made 183 different designs of contact lenses based on age and power. So if your prescription is this and your age is this, or you need this much of a bifocal, then they go, okay, then this will be the optimal size zone for your reading and your far surrounding it. Okay, so it allows light to be utilized better with that design. So it's not just a one size fits all for the multifocal design. It's kind of, hey, depending on what you have, this is the size that you're going to get. So smart thinking. So let's move on to parameters. This lens comes with in one base curve, 8.4, and one diameter, 14.3. The silicone hydrogel material that makes up the matrix of this contact lens is called Cenophilicon A. Cenophilicon A in this design actually has a DK over T value of 147. 147 is extremely high. All right, I say anything over 100 is a very breathable contact lens. This has a DK over T of 147, super breathable. The water content of this contact lens is 38%, but don't let that fool you and make you think it's a dry contact lens, because remember, we got that PVP that's embedded and on the surface of that contact lens that holds the moisture that is there. So yeah, it's 38%, but that 38% isn't going there anywhere when you got that PVP spread so precisely throughout that contact lens. This contact lens has an inside-out marker. If you look over at this picture here, you can see this 1, 2, 3 dot matrix that's on that contact lens. That 1, 2, 3, if you can read it from the outside, when you're looking at your contact lens, and you know it's the correct way. Okay, this is important for people who can't tell the difference between the correct way and the wrong way when they put their contact lens in. And I like that 1, 2, 3 because when I look at the contact lens on the person's eye, if I can read 1, 2, 3 in the correct manner, then I know the contact lens is inside out on that person. Another thing that you should see is that this lens has a handling tint. Okay, it's like a blue-green handling tint. Makes it easier to see that contact lens when you put it in. That handling tint comes from that OptiBlue light filter. That OptiBlue light filter is kind of a bluish green, but it also kind of adds a little bit of an enhancement to the eye too. So what I've noticed is that people who have hazel eyes or bluish green eyes tend to love this contact lens because when they put it on, it gives their eye this enhanced green look. And it's nothing drastic either. It's not even meant to be a cosmetic contact lens, but it does do this. And people, like I said, who if you have a bluish green eye or a hazel eye, then you're going to find that green really pops in it. If you're a brown-eyed person, it doesn't really make a difference. Blue-eyed people, I have found that mixed feelings from blue-eyed people. So people who really like their blue eyes, when you put this contact lens in and it kind of turns it a little bit green, if you don't want to get rid of those blue eyes, then you might not like this contact lens. However, some blue-eyed people put this contact lens on and go, "Well, I like that little, that new look that's going on here." All right, and sometimes this contact lens also, you'll notice a little bit of margin around the iris, around the color part of your eye. It's not really noticeable, but sometimes people will notice that little bit of it's like a 1 millimeter rim of that green of that OptiBlue light filter, rolling over the edge a little bit. Okay, but most people don't notice it. And as I said before, with that OptiBlue light filter, you also get this class 1 UVA and UVB blocking. Okay, and you actually get a 99% UVA and 99% UV blocking from this contact lens. That doesn't mean that you should get rid of your sunglasses. Okay, your sunglasses will give you that full coverage. The contact lens only covers that much. And now the prescription availability. This lens comes in powers anywhere from plus 6.00 all the way to minus 9.00. All right, it's in quarter diopter steps from top to bottom. It also comes in 3 add powers, low, medium, and high. Now, low, medium, and high are going to be determined by your doctor, and they don't always go directly from what's written on your glasses prescription, so you can't use that. But low is generally equivalent to either a plus 0.75, a plus 1.00, or a plus 1.25 add, where the medium is more closely associated with the plus 150 or 175, and the high is plus 2, plus 225, or plus 250. The Acuvue Oasis Multifocal comes in a 30-pack and in a 90-pack. So a 30-pack has 30 lenses in it. That means 30 lenses for one eye is 1 month's supply for one eye. If you have two 30-packs, okay, two 30-packs would be a 1 month supply for 2 eyes. A 90-pack has 90 lenses. That's a 3-month supply for one eye. 2 90-packs would be a 3-month supply for both eyes. 8 90-packs would be a year supply. That's 720 lenses. So how much are these contact lenses? Well, the 30-pack at delivercontacts.com is $54.99 per box, and the 90-pack is $124.99 per box. Obviously, the better value comes with the 90-pack, $124.99 per box. All right, I can tell you this. This is April of 2023, and our price is probably going to remain the same for the entire year. And I can tell you that just because we don't like to play games with our prices. We don't bring them up and down. We don't offer coupons or discounts or anything like that. We always just give you the lowest price always. Okay? We want our customers to know that they're always going to get the best deal. So what's my bottom line on this multifocal? Well, I give it a double thumbs up. All right? So think about it. This is a one-day design. It maintains its moisture very well. It is very breathable, lots of oxygen. It has blue blocking ability. It has UV blocking ability, and it has a multifocal design that works. Okay, it actually has a different design for all different powers for different ages. This is the ultimate lens for people over 40 who want a contact lens that's going to help with up close and have maximal comfort all day long. Okay, so I mean, maybe you don't believe that. hype that I'm actually throwing at it, but it's at least worth trying. Go check it out. Ask your doctor to see if they'll fit you in the Acuvue Oasys MAX multifocal. Evaluate it for yourself. It's definitely worth trying. Okay, so I think that about wraps it up. We were talking about the Acuvue Oasys MAX multifocal today. I very much appreciate you staying here all the way to the end, and hopefully I'll catch you back on another Your Eye Show at another time.